I was, a gigantic fan of the Mets in the early 80s when I was in high school. I saw all those great games where Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden, first came to the Mets, and I've always been fascinated by their lives, and I thought it'd be interesting to see them talk to each other about this incredible journey of ups and downs that they've been through.
And what was it like as far as the process of getting those two legends actually in the same room? Now that we know how the idea did come about to get them in that diner out in Queens.
Well, a friend of theirs helped coordinate that and asked them if they were interested, and they both were, and they were very willing to be very open about their lives and about their troubles and their triumphs. And the reason why the movie's so interesting is just because of their courage to tell their own story.
All right, were there any challenges while putting the documentary together, whether from accessing footage to just getting people to participate?
Yeah. I think the biggest challenge is just to, boil it down to the 77 minutes, because so many things happen to them, and almost any of the incidents that happen to them could be an entire movie right there. And so, we had to make, some choices about, what to talk about.
And what are your fondest memories of the 1986 Mets?
Well, in 1986 I was in college, so after years of following the Mets when they were terrible, the one year they were great and won the World Series, I was just in college and I missed all of them.
I remember staying up late, Game 7, sneaking the radio in my bed, and then screaming when they won and getting in trouble. Are you a lifelong Mets fan?
I am. I always follow the Mets. It's the only team I really care about.
Your favorite Met of all time?
That's a very good question. My favorite Met of all time? I don't know. It might be a Tom Seaver guy, but maybe a Cleon Jones guy. So there's a lot of them. Felix Mian. Ellis Valentine. Let's just go Ellis Valentine and Dave Kingman and George Foster, what they used to call the New York Power Authority.
You mentioned Tom Seaver. There's been reports recently in reference to fans wanting a statue to honor him and the organization not necessarily willing to comply. Your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I'm going to have to start carving it right now.
Well, it's been said that a lot of fans said that they would fund the statue themselves if the Mets won't.
I'm all for a lot of statues. They should have a Letty Dykstra statue, an Ed Ott statue of him.
Last question before I let you go. Your favorite Mets memory of all time?
My favorite Mets memory is I was at the park and there was almost nobody there, and it was extra innings, and Rusty Staub hit a pinch hit home run. And there was probably 2,000 people there, and it was like we won the World Series, even though it was a pointless game.
All right, Judd, thank you for your time today. Congratulations on that film.